All right, we are in the middle of the NFL Combine. It has been a crazy day so far, and we were there for at least part of it. So we went to the Combine this morning. Great experience outside of the fact that where you're sitting at the Combine, you really can't see or hear anything, so you pretty much have no clue what's going on. But outside of that, man, it was a cool experience. They had a bunch of stuff set up. They have a bunch of like fan fest things set up outside of Lucas Oil, so it was cool to see that. It's cool to see the guys in person. I mean, CJ Stroud was walking right in front of us, so that part of it is cool. But I think that we realized pretty quickly that we could see and hear more at home, so we came home to watch on the screen. But we've got a lot to talk about. There's a lot going on in this Combine. There's going to be a lot of storylines coming out of this, and rightfully so. As we speak right now, we've got some of the second group of the wide receivers today running the 40, so we'll kind of keep you updated as we see these results come through, and we'll be talking about the biggest storylines. But make sure if you guys want to get in a mock draft with us, you get in. It's in the description. We're going to be doing this as we kind of talk about the Combine. It's going to be pretty low key, but we wanted to get on here and talk about some of the biggest storylines so far in the Combine. So Nathan, if you would get that link out for me.
Yes, sir. Working on it right now.
Sending it up to the Discord as well.
Okay, perfect.
Cool.
We'll fill up this draft and we'll get going. All right, drop your number one biggest takeaway from the Combine so far in the comments. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about everything Combine related right now. We want you guys to get in the chat and have that discussion with us. We want to hear what you guys have to say about what's going on right now.
How fast did Trey Palmer run?
I don't know.
I would use Twitter for that. Yeah,
he just ran
fast, dude.
So these dudes are
Marvin Mims lovers,
and they are on cloud 9 right now.
Yeah.
I will say though, with Marvin Mims, like it's pretty impressive to me that he was able to measure in at 5'11". Like, I mean, he was, the thing with him was that he was short, and that was my main reservation with him. And he jumped in, and he's 5'11", and obviously he looks the part athletically too. Good day for Marvin Mims for sure.
Yep.
We'll talk all about Anthony Richardson. I think RM32 says, I think the biggest takeaway is that most of us watching can jump higher than Boutte. The exact conversation we were having in Lucas Oil. Yeah, I think, oh man, I guess we'll start with Kayshon Boutte. Again, if you're watching, make sure you go to the link in the description. Our draft is not full yet, so if you want to do a startup mock with rookies, with the link is in the description for the sleeper draft. Talking about Kayshon Boutte. Wow. I went into today knowing, and I think everybody was knowing, that Kayshon Boutte needed to have a good Combine. Yeah, I'll let one of you guys talk about how disappointed we are in Kayshon Boutte, because man, I guess I just don't understand. But go ahead. Go ahead.
Kayshon Boutte was Boutte cheeks, and he was the bottom 2 percentile in vertical jump, 29 inches. Guys, my vertical is better than
And
Boutte's.
he is the most unathletic person I've ever met.
Nathan's actually pretty athletic. But
And-
I'll defend him.
Oh, thanks. It's so sweet.
You guys
of
are
you.
really cute. I was just
what was his broad jump?
I
Like
forget.
It was
30th
9
percentile?
9 feet exactly. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I almost didn't jump in the draft.
That is like that is
2 more spots in the draft.
that is
guys.
literally like what high school athletes are able to do. I don't know if he's struggling with some injury that we don't know about. Maybe he changes sort of the narrative
There's
at
no way.
his pro day.
Yeah.
But for him to change something that drastically, I think is really unlikely. His 40 was fine. It was a 4.5, but not nearly what we thought it could have been, just with what we thought he was. Like, it's just everything about him is so underwhelming. It's horrible.
He needed to come in and he needed to have a good day athletically, because obviously he didn't play last year. And with the type of usage that he got in college, he needed to show that he was going to be, athletically superior in the NFL. And that today did not show that. I mean, his raw athletics score, or whatever it was like 3 or something like that out of 10.
Relative athletic.
Relative. Thank you.
Yeah.
Not a good day for Kayshon Boutte. So we can talk all we want about. We got 2. Okay, we're full.
Yeah,
I'm going to share my screen and we're going to get going.
Yeah, someone did ask about AR though.
All right, we're going to talk. Well, that's the main thing.
That's what we're going to be talking about probably this whole time.
Yes, I think that is the true.
Yeah, we said he was probably going to be the star of this Combine, or all eyes would be on him for better or for worse. And boy, were we right. He is stolen the show.
And he's killed it, man. He's killed it. I'm interested to see where AR goes in this draft. But
yeah,
you know what? I mean, with Anthony Richardson, this is something that we actually kind of, the 3 of us, predicted, that he would come to the combine that he would just absolutely show out, and you saw it. 40-inch vertical. He had a 10-foot 9-inch broad. He just came out and ran a 4.44, right?
Yeah.
40-yard dash.
4.44 unofficial. The way he reacted, though, I think that's going to come out even faster.
I think so.
I think he
so
he
too.
may be 4.4 flat or even.
I mean,
sub
you're talking about just a
4.4,
killer.
oh
We are
gosh.
pre-throwing, obviously. Anthony Richardson hasn't thrown yet, and him and CJ going to throw here in a little bit. But man, what you've seen athletically, I mean, he just
Keep an eye on that, Simon.
he just
The 40
he
for him.
dusted Cam Newton. Like you saw them do like this.
You're on the clock.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, Cam Newton was like, before AR's performance today, he was like the QB combine specimen. Like when you compared an elite athlete at the QB position to Cam Newton, like
Ooh.
you're comparing him to the best of the combine. AR just raised that bar.
Thanks, Caps. I didn't realize the sounds were on. I turned them off.
There you go. We're
Wow.
good.
Thanks for
Mm.
that. You guys gotta let me know.
Mm.
Yeah. Oh man.
I
Wow.
promise.
Feeling good about AR-15. There's a lot to be said, though. I think he's going to get. I think it's trending towards like what you're hearing from like guys like Ian Rappaport, that he's going to get top 10 draft capital in the NFL. So now, like, that's going to change everything. There are people that are tweeting that he has higher upside in fantasy than Bijan Robinson. Why is he not going 101? How can we argue with that if he goes top 10? Look at what he's doing at the combine. Look at how big he is. Look at his. I mean, he doesn't even have a comp.
He has to get top 5 draft capital first.
That is
For it to
100%.
matter. Yes.
Yes, absolutely. I 100% agree with you.
I
there.
think for me to even talk about him and Bijan in the same tier, he has to get top 5. Someone just
Yeah.
auto picked.
Rip.
He's on
but-
line, though. No, that wasn't an auto. He picked him.
He's on auto.
He's autoed. But man,
I think he said a Q.
I don't know. AR he's special, that's for sure.
I think we said this sometime last week, but if Anthony Richardson gets top 5 draft capital, which I'm starting to lean yes.
Yes.
There is absolutely an argument for him to start going 101 over Bijan Robinson in dynasty
I think he's-
in dynasty rookie drafts.
For me, I said it last week. If he gets top 5 draft capital, he's the 102, just over Bryce Young and CJ Stroud, both
Yeah.
for different reasons, seeming to
Yeah.
have limited rushing upside.
Yeah.
Someone
It's-
asked, would we take him over 103, over Stroud at the 103? Yes. Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, let's go through
I
some
think
of
it
the
also sort of depends on where Bijan goes.
Yeah, let's
too.
let's
That's true.
talk about some of these picks now.
Yeah, let's talk about some of the fun times in Indianapolis. Am I right? Yes, Toronto Dave, who is from Toronto, because we know that because last live stream, it is very fun times in Indianapolis right now. Another one says, Kev says he's a Flowers believer now. So am I. I think Zay
Yes.
Flowers is somebody that we need to talk about on this live stream, because when you look at Zay Flowers and what he was able to come out and do, obviously, he put on some weight before the combine. The size was going to be somewhat of a concern, but then he came out, had a nice 40 time athletically. I mean, he's scoring very high. And Zay Flowers is a guy that most of the NFL analysts have said he's one of the most electric guys in this draft. Now he's coming out and he's kind of putting his money where his mouth is. I mean, really looking at Zay Flowers here, and I'm liking what I'm seeing from him. If he does get first round capital, like it's rumored that he could, I think
Yeah.
you could be looking at easily a first round starter pick in dynasty, or I'm sorry, rookie pick in dynasty, in terms of Zay Flowers kind of increasing his draft stock. What was his 40 time? I can't remember.
4.42, I think.
I mean, it was good. So,
Yeah.
And obviously, watching the gauntlet drills, there's not a lot to take away from that. But another guy that, I mean, obviously Marvin Mims was a big winner today. I think Zay Flowers is a big winner. I think Josh Downs essentially was a winner, but he solidified what everybody already thought of him. I think Josh Downs looked good in the drills. I think his 40 time was more than fine. I think athletically he was scoring out fine as well. So I think Josh Downs is also a person that, I think those 3 guys so far today have had the best days for receivers. And obviously, Jordan Addison is there as well. And while we're not worried about Jordan Addison, I don't think you should be super worried about Jordan Addison for a lot of reasons. I can't say he came out today and improved his stock. I mean, he just kind of,
The
He's
nice,
still gonna be a first round
Yeah, the
wide
nice
receiver.
thing with
Exactly,
Addison though
yes.
is I don't know if we directly said this, but at least we kind of assumed it. With his size, we knew that he'd have to run probably a sub 4.5 for us to be really impressed still and not really be disappointed with him. And he did. And I was really happy with that.
Yeah.
So
No, I think again, I think those 3 guys stood out. You obviously saw we saw Will Levis sling it a little bit. Looked pretty freaking good. I mean, honestly, you're talking he's wearing shorts and he's throwing to guys that he's not throwing to ever or not ever thrown to, and
he was still throwing.
and he still was throwing some dimes. So I really like what I'm seeing from him. He's got just incredible arm strength, man. Like, I mean,
seeing it in person was definitely it almost even more eye popping than just seeing it on TV.
Yes,
like
I agree.
it was like, oh, this really is no joke.
Yeah, we were kind of laughing because I was talking about how effortlessly he was throwing. I would have to throw my entire body into it to even get it, 80% of the distance. Pretty impressive. But I am curious.
Yeah, would you take Simon or Will Levis in a startup?
Who would you take? Yeah,
I like how we're comparing ourselves.
I know. I'm like,
Basically,
what are you
why did
talking
I
about?
not get a combine invite
Yeah.
instead of Keishon Butte? That just makes no sense to me.
That was awesome.
Someone says any concern with QJ not running the 40 is odd.
No.
Drake London didn't run just last year. JSN isn't running either. Quinn Johnston had like a 40-inch vertical as well. I think he was tied for the highest, right, with Hyatt.
Yeah.
In the vertical. So no, the athleticism is there. He's a little bit shorter than we expected, which honestly explains some of the film concerns. So I'm not concerned by that at all.
Dang it. All right. Would you guys take AR over Stroud at the 103 in the rookie draft if it gets top 5 capital?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Did
would.
QJ and Flowers both shot past Addison in the rankings? Both
No.
shoot past Addison in the rankings?
No, not
No.
necessarily.
No.
I think QJ and Addison were already in the same tier, and I think you could talk about maybe moving Zay Flowers up, but we're not necessarily moving Jordan Addison way down because of what happened today.
Yeah.
Don't you think that's the best way
no,
of
I'm
putting
not
it?
moving him
No.
down at all.
Okay.
I mean, I just saw someone tweet out. They said, "Quick reminder: the 40 time does not translate to fantasy success for wide receivers." So
And it also
we
doesn't
wanna
translate
see
to
them-
game speed. Like,
we want to see them be athletic. We don't need to see all of them have game-breaking speed.
yes.
So no, I don't really, really try not to let the combine dictate where the wide receivers move around in my rankings. The running backs are a different story. But for the guys that are in the similar tier right now, Jordan Addison, Quentin Johnston, Zay Flowers, at least those three, it's going to be interesting to see where they go in the NFL draft and what teams choose them. Because like if the Patriots take one of them, they're going to move down.
Yeah. All right. First time I'm asking, drop a like. There are 38 of you watching. We appreciate all of you. The best way to support the channel, obviously, is subscribe if you haven't, but make sure you like the video as well. It's easy, and we want to get to 40 likes on this video like we did last time. All right. Rakim Jarrett could be a steal as a 3rd-round pick in rookie drafts, especially as his draft capital is day 2. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if he's got day 2 draft capital and you're getting him like in the 3rd round, I mean, absolutely take a shot on a wide receiver like that.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah, we already asked that one. Q, no concern with Q. Give me Herbie light over Levis. That's a compliment for you, babe. I mean, like,
Thanks, Cabs.
Yeah, I think Simon really appreciates that. Are you guys seeing people take Fields over Lamar in a lot of drafts? Been seeing it so often, but I don't get it at all. You know what? I don't think I've seen it often, but I've seen it. I mean, we've seen it in a couple, and I think we have Lamar Jackson a tier ahead of Justin Fields personally. But
I take the Bears trade Fields and they go get Anthony Richardson.
Shut up.
Oh
my God.
Lamar Jackson has already won an MVP.
Yeah.
He's already passed for 36 touchdowns and 6 interceptions in a year. He's already, Lamar's already proven it so much more, and he's only 25, I believe.
Yeah.
So for me, I'm just going to take the safer one there. I view Lamar Jackson safer, but I understand why people are going to take the guy who's earlier in his rookie contract.
Yeah, absolutely.
FYI, AR went right after Kyler here in this draft. I don't know if we
Wait,
mentioned
what?
that
Oh, I
earlier.
did not
Oh my
notice that.
gosh.
He went at the 2-7.
Oh my gosh.
You, ladies and gentlemen, you are seeing it. Bryce Young at
Can't
the 2.5,
complain.
Anthony Richardson at the 2.7,
And
and
then
CJ Stroud at the 2.11.
Yeah.
Wow.
I really can't complain though. I mean,
I can't either.
if we were gonna let the combine results dictate this draft, that's AR should have gone over Bryce Young based on just combine results.
Yeah.
That's not what we're gonna do moving forward though.
Yeah, I think a lot of times combine results can be you can look at them too much, and that can really dictate your opinion on players too much when it comes to really, really small differences. But when you have someone like AR who completely blows everyone in terms of like a measurable standpoint, and his 40 time and like literally everything he's done today so far, when it's that drastic of a difference, I think it's enough for you to be pretty high on the results there.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there is still a reason that the combine is here, and it is for those eye-opening results. I mean, Simon was just talking about, those, you still have those memorable performances at the combine, like Megatron, who solidified his draft capital at the 102 because of his 40 time specifically. So
he was just a freak. Yeah.
It just,
And look,
it does
unless
matter
somebody's having like a
sometimes.
totally atrocious day at the combine like Butte, I don't think you should, like, this is just kind
Yeah,
of a
I
warning. I don't
agree.
think you should use the combine to personally
short
like
anyone.
short people. Like, listen to the NFL analysts, listen to what you're hearing from teams, which is usually what guys like Ian Rappaport get. That's going to be your best source of information as we get closer to draft time as to what teams are thinking about certain prospects. But in terms of personally, like, don't let your personal we're not NFL scouts. Let's lean heavily on the NFL and ultimately remember that the draft capital is king. So if you're doing your rookie drafts before this, obviously that changes some things, but most of us are doing rookie drafts after the combine. And so we're going to wait a little bit. We're going to wait to see the draft capital, and then we're going to make decisions after. That's probably this. I mean, I think that's all around the smartest move. And honestly, I think it's going to be really easy to overreact to what happened today in a lot of cases. And so I think letting it breathe a little bit and then reevaluating is going to be a very good strategy.
Running backs will be fun to see tomorrow too, because of all the positions where 40 time matters the most, it will be the running back position. You're going to see a lot of guys that we thought we'd be high on that are going to fall drastically. And we're going to see a lot of guys that we may have been low on that are going to rise drastically.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, Tyjae Spears could be one of those guys who's rising. He could end up falling, or he could rise even more. A guy like Kenny McIntosh, who really doesn't have much relevance right now, could end up going far up drafts because we just don't know really at all what his 40 time is going to be. So
Cedric Tillman ran a 4.55 on his first run, and his second run is happening right now. So I'll kind of keep this up and I'll watch, and we'll see what these. I have Javonte in 2 leagues. Should I be worried? I've been trying to move him for Najee, but the owners won't budge. No, don't be moving Javonte right now. Wouldn't you guys agree? I think he's kind of at a value valley, and he's going to go back.
I think he's going to go down before he comes back up again, though. I will say that
probably, but I wouldn't be getting out here.
Yes. I mean, you have to look to see how players value him in your leagues, but it seems the general landscape seems to be pretty low on Najee. So on Javonte. So I would not be looking to lose value right now. Just write him out.
Yeah. I mean, I have my own very serious questions about Javonte, but again, that I don't want that to keep me from potentially gaining value in the future by not buying him now. So I went out and I bought a share just in the last week.
Trey Palmer ran a 4.33.
It's super risky, but
yeah, I know.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, he's nice. Horrible though.
So Tillman just ran a 4.55 and then a 4.56 the second time. So with Cedric Tillman obviously coming in at that size, I think he measured in officially at like 6'3", 200 something. That he's had a great day athletically, and that's a guy that Jeremy's really high on, a guy that I've liked a lot through the process as well, and he's kind of shown out, for from an athletic standpoint at the combine. So we like that. Yeah, Trey Palmer, holy smokes. I'm not sure he's anything, but that was a fast 40.
Right. Someone says, I have the 103 in a rookie draft super flex. Would you take Jahmyr Gibbs over CJ Stroud or AR? QBs are Dak Wilson and Howell. RBs are Dalvin, Etienne, and Robinson. Absolutely not.
Nope. Take the quarterback.
Nope. You're not. Don't. This is. Don't draft for a position of need, and especially in rookie drafts. No, it's super flex. No, I mean, plus Russell Wilson's not really a lock right now, anyways, and Sam Howell is nobody. It doesn't matter what the Commanders' coaching staff are right now. I think someone said it really well in one of my leagues the other day. Actually, they said, I've learned to trust nothing I read and everything I see. And just because the Commanders are saying that Howell is their guy doesn't mean he is. We need to see that he is first.
Sure.
So
yeah, absolutely.
As far as I'm concerned, you have 2 QBs.
Kep says, I sandwich myself between Simon and Avery. Am I in danger? Oh, yeah. Oh, you're in danger. All right.
Yeah.
We're gonna sandwich you with value.
Oh, man. Wide receiver run.
Oh.
Let's talk about the QBs that went at the end of the 4th and the beginning of the 5th. Trey Lance, Kirk Cousins, Daniel Jones, and Will Levis. I mean, for as much as we've been pushing,
I'll
take
your
Levis QBs early. That's some really good. Those are some really good QBs falling to you in the 5th there. I mean, imagine getting Trey Lance and Will Levis right there. I mean, that's really nice. Those are guys that could both be going in the 1st round.
Yeah, absolutely.
If things turn out well for them, so it's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. And again, I
was texting us right now saying
I told him to get on the live stream. I don't know what he's doing.
Cedric Tillman's 40 times a 4.55. His biggest comp for Cedric Tillman is Michael Thomas. So
ran a 4.57.
Trying to compare his 40 times.
So out of Levis, Lance, Jones, and Cousins, who are you taking?
Lance. For me.
Sorry, Levis, Daniel Jones, and Trey Lance.
And Kirk Cousins.
Trey Lance.
Yeah, I'm Lance
in
too.
a dynasty startup.
Avery, you're on
Lance.
the clock.
I know. I'm
Okay.
trying to pick. Sport.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still taking Lance. I understand he's coming into a third year of a possibly only 4-year rookie contract, which is scary, but he's still going to get his chance this year, and I really like the team that he's on.
Yeah.
The Niners have plenty of talent to go around, and like let's say Levis does go top 10 and he goes to the Raiders, he could get, it's not a pretty landing spot.
Are we did we answer the question about QJ not running the 40?
Yeah, we did.
We did. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I think the only thing that helps is JSN not running the 40. Like I said earlier,
well,
this might be a possibility that JSN falls in value because he didn't run the 40, and the dynasty community is going to overreact about that. But now that QJ hasn't and Addison's was kind of underwhelming, I don't think JSN is going to move too much.
All right, drop some likes on the video. There's 40 of you watching. Get down there, hit the like button. It takes 5 seconds, and it's just super duper easy. Continue to drop your combine thoughts in here. I've got it live in front of me, so we're analyzing the results live, as well as talking about the storylines from earlier in the day. So get in the comments if you're watching and tell us your biggest combine takeaways. We'll answer your questions. We'll talk about what we saw in person at the combine and what we've seen on TV since we decided to come back because the seats were bad, and all kinds of other things. We might do a rookie draft after this, but if you were watching and you didn't see Anthony Richardson slid up to the 2-7 in this draft, which is just bananas. But I think you're going to continue to see that. I mean, because again, you're looking at a guy that is, has no comp, that's truly something. So
yeah, I mean, he outdoes all of his comps.
You're gonna make me take Terry. Are you serious?
Yeah, I know. This 7th round is hard here. Why you name drop? Toronto Day says thoughts on Jalen Hyatt and his 40 time. We were kind of laughing about this earlier because it seems like every single prospect that we look and get excited about, we say they're going to run a 4.3 or a mid 4.4, and then they run a 4.5 just like everyone else. And I think Hyatt's kind of been a victim of that. But keep in mind, he still ran a 4.4 flat or maybe a 4.41. He had a 40-inch vertical, so he's an extremely explosive athlete. Acceleration and top speed are different. So yes, while the 40 is important, it depends on what the NFL team is drafting him for. And I'm still at the point with Hyatt where I'm just going to let his draft capital decide how I value him.
I don't think this is I don't think this is going to hurt Hyatt. I don't think you should let it hurt Hyatt. But were we expecting?
No, he's still really fast.
We were hoping for 4.3s though. Like we were just selfishly.
We were hoping he would be Trey Palmer.
We wanted him to have burner speed. But something that we've noticed with some of these unofficial speeds is that they've been consistently slower than normal. And part of that may just be that this is a weaker class. Part of it may be though that they're being more on the cautious side of trying to time these guys in real time, because last year, if you remember, they kept coming in faster. So maybe they're trying to over adjust and go slower this year. I think the official times will end up being a little bit different than unofficial like it normally is, but I think it's going to help in their favor this year. So it'll be interesting to see where guys like Hyatt actually comes in officially. Even though Addison didn't run a great 40, I think it helps that he ran and QJ and JSN didn't. Yeah, absolutely. I think so too. I like that he ran, and I'm totally pleased with that. JC said, today was a good day for what I thought would happen. Need A-Chain to be 190 tomorrow. Well, JC, I hate to break it to you, but A-Chain's going to play in the XFL within a year. So
A-Chain's going to be exactly what we hope he is. I mean, Marvin Mims pulled out all the stops today. A-Chain's going to do the same thing.
Okay, you guys
tomorrow.
didn't think Marvin Mims was going to come in at 5'11".
No, I didn't. I was stunned when he told me Marvin Mims was 5'11".
Yeah.
Boutte still went at the 7.12 here.
Yeah, he was good young in the SEC.
I mean, we'll see. We'll see what ends up happening to his stock, but
I will just say Addison running a 40. I'd really just lean on what happened with Drake London last year, where everyone was like, "Oh, he's hiding how slow he is." Did it look like Drake London had a problem separating in the NFL? It didn't to me.
Yeah, he did fine.
They're gonna be fine. These guys, I think, especially the players themselves, are realizing more and more that they don't need to be blazing fast to get separation, and it's turning out fine. They're putting out there on tape how good they are at what they do, and they're just
technicians. They're route technicians.
Doing just fine.
So.
Yeah, absolutely. I have a new target here in this 8th round, and I'm hoping he makes it to me. I wonder if you guys can guess who it is. Try to figure out who you think it is.
Who you're targeting?
You don't say it out loud, Nathan. Don't be dumb. Don't be an idiot, Nathan.
Well, it's usually not me. It's usually Avery. Actually,
that's I know who you want.
Actually, you know what? I've got a couple guys that
you want.
I know who you want.
That's one of them. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm looking at 2 guys.
Yeah. There's okay. You can guess who they are. To me, I would taking them over most of these guys in this range right now.
Yeah,
pretty easily.
I
And it's
would
not
ag-
just a hype thing.
Oh,
either.
I would
yeah,
agree
I
with
found the
you.
other one too.
I would agree with you.
Yes, that's the one.
Okay,
That's
there
the
we
one I was
go.
thinking of. And I think I might. I might
Someone
take
says
him.
thoughts on Charbonnet. JC in the chat right now has him as his RB2 in the class, and honestly,
Don't think it's far off.
when it comes to rookie
I hope
film,
he tests well tomorrow,
I
man.
try to defer to JC. He's he really knows what he's doing, especially compared to me. So
What 40 time do you think Sharp
Woo,
will
he
do
made it.
tomorrow?
I don't know. I'd be dang it, Zay Flowers, Josh Downs. They both went.
Yeah.
I like both those guys right there.
I think Charbonnet is probably. There's been a lot of talk about this. He probably has one of the best, as in highest chances to hurt himself with his combine performance. Because he doesn't have like game popping speed or anything, eye popping speed or anything like that. No,
Charbonnet.
yes,
Yeah.
no considerable
Charbs.
burst around the edge or anything like that. It's a little bit worrisome. Man, this is a hard pick.
Yeah. I just took Zay Flowers there. Again, Zay Flowers kind of cemented what we had wanted to see from him today athletically. And obviously, from a skill set standpoint that he's going to translate very well to the NFL. In my opinion, if he gets the draft capital, I think this is a smash here in the 8th round. Same with Downs.
Shadrack says, how does QJ go over Watson? You're hoping he's as good and has a decent landing spot.
That guy just jumps on here and pipes in Christian Watson propaganda every stream. He did this last time. And Burks over Watson. Yeah, we're taking Burks over Watson.
Oh no,
too.
we're not having another.
We
Burks
can't have
Watson
another
stream.
Watson conversation.
I get that Watson turned out. At least we think he did his
Dude,
rookie year.
Boy.
Fact of the matter is,
If QJ gets top 20 draft capital, that's just straight better than Christian Watson. And it would probably be a really good landing spot because there's a lot of team need for wide receivers.
It's pretty clear from your comments on every video that you're really high on Christian Watson, which is great. So take him wherever you want.
Look,
but
I get it.
Not everybody else is going to take him
if
that
you
high.
prefer Watson over QJ,
Do
that's
it.
fine.
Take
Like
him.
that's I
not
really
going
think
to.
it's an either or there, but it just depends on preference at that point. I don't think it's black or white.
No, I get it, but
Watson's going to have a
I don't
lot
think
to
you
prove
can
next year.
blame everybody for that.
Are we going Judy over Watson? Someone asked in the comments.
All right, let me throw that.
I'm taking Jerry Judy over Christian Watson. Right before that, he said, "What are your thoughts on Goff? I've been getting him in around 6 to 8, and I love the value. I don't know why people act like he's 35, not 28.
Yeah.
I did not even realize he was still only 28.
Either. Yeah, that's a great point. And honestly, I liked what I saw from Jared Goff last year from a production standpoint.
I don't think a franchise. No, I don't think. I know a franchise is not going to make Jared Goff their guy, though.
Yeah, well,
He's
that's
not going to be someone who
that's
plays,
obviously the issue.
But he could be a Ryan Fitzpatrick. I'm
That's
not
true.
saying he'll be that level of a journeyman where he's moving around every year or 2 years, but he could last until he's like 38 and just be the guy for 2 years somewhere. I think another guy going really late right now.
Dude, about Christian Watson. Oh my gosh. He's got all these stats. I swear he writes them down. Do you think Boute's draft stock got worse after his combine numbers, especially with a 4.67 on his second attempt? Well, first of all, his first attempt is the one that he can take. But second of all, yes, it got worse. Absolutely it did.
We got 36 viewers right now. We're at 17 likes. We got to 40 at the end of last live stream. So let's try to get to 40 again.
Most you'd be willing to pay for Kenneth Walker. Well, I overpaid for Kenneth Walker this week, so I'll share. I paid Devonta Smith, Jordan Love. Who was the other one? Devonta Smith, Jordan Love, and Dalvin Cook for Kenneth Walker, Sky Moore, and Ryan Tannehill. So I really was paying for Kenneth Walker there. And honestly, where he's going in the third, I love his value there. He's personally, so I'm higher probably than these two on Kenneth Walker now. But seeing what he did, not starting for the games last year, still putting up those numbers, showing some receiving flashes, being in that system, I think he's going to get a lot of carries. I think he's going to get a lot of goal line work. And I personally would pay a lot for Kenneth Walker, but it's all relative because I'm paying like third round startup capital equivalent, and I like where he's going. So,
okay.
Yeah.
How do we price in improvement for every
no,
rookie
we are
other than
no,
Watson?
stop
we do.
talking about Watson.
But I want to point out Burks couldn't beat out Woods for targets when healthy. Burks absolutely did. He was really good on the Titans. I don't know if you watched any Titans games.
Traded Devonta for DK in a fourth. That is a fantastic trade in my opinion. I love that trade. We love Devonta. But again, Devonta is with A.J. Brown, and DK's with Tyler Lockett, who's not going to last forever, even though he seems like he is. DK's going to command more targets, I think, and I like DK there. So good job. That's a good trade. All right. Any other notables? Any other rookie notables that I missed here I haven't talked about?
No, tomorrow's going to be a huge day, though.
Nathan took Marvin Mims at the 9-11.
Yeah, I mean, I like it.
Rookie wide receiver.
Yeah, but it's going to be really big to see all these 40 times for the running backs because you're looking now and you're like, oh, do I want this guy or this guy? Half of them could fall down several rounds if they run a low 4-5, and that's what's really scary about this. And this is why you don't do your rookie drafts and you don't do your startup drafts with rookies in March. You wait until April, and if you're not, you're really risking your money out there. Any more questions right now?
More Christian Watson.
More Christian Watson, yeah.
No way.
Always more Christian Watson.
Oh gosh. All right. What else? What else, guys? Let us know. Okay, here we go. What do you think of my draft start? Draft strategy. Sorry, I've been using recently. If I'm top 4 pick, I'll go QB, second round, Amon-Ra, third round between Saquon Eckler and Kenneth Walker, and then TJ Hawkinson in the 4th. Usually in the 5th, I landed Judy. It sounds good to me. I mean, the team sounds good. I wouldn't do it in every single league that you're in because I want to diversify some. But that's a good team. So I like that. I definitely like that. What more would you need with Amon-Ra to send CD? Okay. What more would you need with Amon-Ra to send CD?
So what on top of Amon-Ra?
So he'd be getting
CD?
Amon-Ra.
Yeah.
What do you answer that?
Oh man. There's a big tier right there. I don't have a problem. It could be something pretty small and I'd be okay with it. I think AJ Brown,
early second.
It'd have to be an early second.
Yeah.
I think AJ Brown and CD are the ones where I'd be saying take your pick.
You could even make a case for a late first. I think again, this really is just going to be dependent on how many running backs in this 23 class are actually going to have relevant draft capital. And if it's less than we expect, then those late first might become less valuable. So then at that point, I'd say probably push for a late first just to be safe if you're doing it right now.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody will do that. Good one here. 224 firsts for Kenneth Walker, too much. Really depends on where the first are projected, but right now we don't love moving our 24 first. That said, if they're like projected for sure to be late, yes, like that Kenneth Walker's a guy you would actually maybe want to move a 24 first or 2 for.
Oops, I fat fingered.
Who did you take? Oh my gosh.
It's okay.
Woof.
What is this sleeper ADP?
Yeah, I meant to take the guy literally right next to him, but gone.
Yeah, this ADP sucks.
I mean, I don't think Elijah Moore's a really good player.
Not to
say he's a bum or anything.
I almost took him way earlier and he still didn't go. So,
all right. Yeah, but 224. I mean, Kenneth Walker to me. If those are later 24 first, Kenneth Walker's worth that. I mean, Kenneth Walker's Kenneth Walker. So it just depends. That there's got to be a lot more context there for me to actually comfortably answer that. I think.
Guys, hit the like button.
Dang, we're 17.
17.
Hit the like button. I'm watching the count.
Okay, I'm gonna pull up Treylon Burks.
No, don't entertain this dude. Don't do it. Don't bite.
Oh well, actually, I already pulled him up.
You did?
Because I almost said something. He said that when Burks was healthy, that Robert Woods out-targeted Burks. Well, look at the opportunity here. I mean, the routes run that Robert Woods had were 414 routes with a target rate. I think that's what really matters here in such a anemic passing offense. He had 21.7% target rate is what Robert Woods had. Treylon Burks' target rate was higher. He had almost 24% target rate on 227 routes.
Yeah.
So half the routes that Robert Woods ran, he struggled with injury. He was more explosive literally on every level.
So
I don't think that's even.
He didn't have a higher target share, but on the fewer amount of routes he was running, he was being targeted more. And you got to give him that discount because he was injured and he was a rookie. Robert Woods has been in the league for 7-8 years now.
Wow.
A long time.
Yeah. No, I'm sorry.
Drop your combine thoughts. Drop your combine takeaways in the comments. We are happy to talk about all of that. Another question here. If Devontae and 2 leagues have been trying to move him but haven't had success, was aiming for like a DK, but the owners aren't trading. Devontae's not a bad person to just own right now.
Yeah, that's fine.
He's a good value, and he's going to produce outside of what? I mean, he's going to outproduce his price.
And if the people in your league are not overvaluing him, then just hold him.
Yeah.
So Ingram gets tagged. He's pretty much guaranteed to be with Trevor Lawrence now, and I just get him at the 12-2.
Oh, okay. You were going to take him. I thought you were name dropping because I wanted him.
No, I talked about him because I'm taking him now. I just thought he'd go earlier than that after the news. I guess
that's who I meant to take.
Maybe it's had more of a negative maybe people have more of a negative opinion on Ingram long term because they tag him. But just because they tag him doesn't mean they're not going to get a deal done. You can tag someone to get a deal done so that you have more time. Like they did this with Chris Godwin last year. Remember, Godwin got tagged, and we were like, crap, we're going to have to wait another year for him to go to a different team. And then you hear a week later that he gets a 3-year, $60 million deal.
Yeah.
So that's still possible with Ingram.
No surprise.
No, I did mean to take Evan Ingram instead of Elijah Moore. That's who I fat fingered.
No surprise.
Gotcha.
This wide receiver group as a whole does look better. Jackson Smith and Jigba looked extremely smooth going through the gauntlet, and Cedric Tillman followed him and actually looked very good too. So to me, this group is looking a little bit better. But well, I guess we'll see.
Bijan Robinson just went at the 11.
Interesting.
12.
Brian Robinson.
Yeah, I know it was a joke.
Oh
my
okay.
gosh, Nathan. That was
What?
the joke.
That was the joke, Nathan.
I did. That wasn't even funny.
Hey, look, this guy's talking about Treylon Burks.
Thoughts on Bateman and Deontay Johnson? Either one worth a 24 first late? No,
No,
no.
not because
You don't know that's
market
a
value.
late 24 first. That's all I would say. I mean, unless your team has Patrick Mahomes and Jalen Hurts and Christian McCaffrey, Austin Eckler, Tyreek Hill, Stephon Diggs, Devontae Adams, Travis Kelce, you don't know that's a late 24 first. And even then, so many things could go wrong. So I just keep the 24 first. You know nothing is
don't
going to
move
go.
it.
That value is not going to go down.
Don't sell it now.
Plug
Yeah.
the video. Plug the video. There's a video coming out next week. We literally just recorded a video about 24 first and what you should be doing with them.
I
So
started
give it a
yelling
couple
and
days.
tearing
And
things.
Simon was throwing furniture. It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
I've never seen you that heated in a video before. It
Yeah,
was a lot of fun.
I lost my voice. I was
Yeah.
yelling so much.
And then I killed the mood because you said I talk too much.
We didn't
Um,
say that. Like the
Just trying to
video.
make you feel bad.
Do it. Like the video.
We are
Ugh.
halfway to 40.
Whoa! Hey, we're
Hey,
doing a rookie.
speaking
We're
of
doing a
40s.
rookie draft after this. So make sure if you're watching and you want to jump in the rookie draft, I'll post the link and first come, first serve. Go ahead.
Any other news on the combine that's still going on right now? Any other big news with 40s for any receiver?
No, I've been watching, but I haven't
Nothing
seen anything.
big, nothing
JSN is doing
crazy.
drills now.
Most
so
you'd be
nice.
willing to pay for Burks? Someone else asked. I think
Nice pick,
what we
Rashee Rice
landed
at
on was the
12.
108 in my eyes is where
Burks.
I'm making the cutoff.
Yeah.
I'd pay
Well-
the 108 for Burks, but not the 107.
Yeah.
That was
I
I don't even know.
I just made a deal for Burks. Let me just tell you what I paid for him.
You don't need to pay the 108 for Burks. I'll say that.
No. So I got Burks and I paid
Hurry up, Nathan.
sorry, I paid
Hurry up.
Dalton Schultz, David Montgomery, Jacoby Myers, and Khalil Herbert. So a bunch of mid guys, and I got Treylon Burks. So
yeah, but
some of those guys that are kind of buys, like we have Jacoby Myers as a really good value right now.
oh yeah,
That's probably going to get a really solid landing spot and be a good fantasy asset next year. But I think it's just worth it with Treylon Burks. So that's kind of what I would look for in terms of what you're going to have to give up value wise for Burks.
Yep, absolutely.
Kep's got he got Dotson and a 23 third for Bateman this week. Yes, that's
Big,
that's a big
huge,
W.
Even Dotson over Bateman. Holy smokes.
I mean, I'll take a third over Bateman. No, I'm kidding.
Nice.
I'll take Bateman over Treylon Burks though.
Yeah.
There
Oh,
you Oh,
Not really.
okay.
you said it the other way around again. Crap.
Yeah. Yes. No, that's really good. I think all three of us would take Jahan Dotson, and it could have just been him, and we'd take him over Bateman pretty easily.
Yeah.
He looked really good.
Yeah.
All right. Rookie draft coming up after this, mid combine. So make sure you stay tuned and we will drop that link in the description. Drop your combine thoughts into the comment section. We'll talk about them. We are watching as we speak, I'm watching on my phone and kind of seeing what's happening with the gauntlet drills right now with the wide receivers. So
Yeah,
I cannot stand
if
the
one of them
gauntlet drill.
jumps, if one of them jumps in the gauntlet drill, you need to fade them in all your rookie drafts, just
Oh,
like Garrett
yeah.
Wilson last year.
Here's the thing that sucks about doing the combine in person is you go there and no shots to anyone specifically, but you have a lot of people there that don't know what they're talking about. So when you go there, you have people just running 40s left and right. You have no idea what their 40 time is because they don't show it right off the bat there on the big screen. And everyone just says, he's
he's
fast.
blazing.
He's
He's got good
fast. He's
hands.
blazing.
He's flying.
And then you see the receivers catch balls, which is their job. That's why they're going into the NFL.
Good
and people
hands.
just say, he's got hands.
So it's official. Anthony Richardson's relative athletic score was a 10.
Oh my gosh.
He broke it. That is
Anthony
ridiculous.
Richardson just broke the NFL combine. This is historic stuff, guys.
So let's drop some truth bombs here. You just timed out. took Ezekiel Elliott, so that's fine.
That's actually fine. I'm fine with that.
No, there's
lie.
other guys you wanted.
Yeah, Alec Pierce, seriously. And you took Lenny. You suck. All right, here we go. Truth bombs about Anthony Richardson.
Crap.
Anthony Richardson still has some question marks associated with him, and especially in the passing game. And can he be developed? Absolutely. But let's not act like he didn't underperform from a passing perspective at Florida this year, because he absolutely did.
That's why he will continue to be such a polarizing
I
prospect.
believe he had a 52.3% completion
Something
percentage.
like that, yeah. It just wasn't good. So it's a great day for Anthony Richardson. He's going to continue to climb, but we got some questions still, and I think that's fair.
Yeah, how is
53.2.
so?
Dang it.
I don't want to.
Dyslexic.
I don't want to make excuses for AR, but I know we've kind of done this with Levis. What was the coaching staff and the surrounding weapons like around AR at Florida? Like, were they good? Like, are they known for development? Are they known?
No, you
for
misspelled bad.
No, and I mean, they've had a couple different coaches.
It's
so, I
bad.
mean, it's
The
not-
coaching last year was horrible.
You misspelled
at,
bad.
at Florida?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Listen
Okay.
to this stat. Will Levis currently leads all QBs in the fastest velocity at 59 miles per hour at the NFL Combine. For context, Mahomes threw 55, Herbert threw 55, and Lamar Jackson threw 49. Only Baker Mayfield and Josh Allen have thrown faster than Levis since 2016.
Oh, Baker Mayfield. That's a really good sign.
Yeah, I know.
Next
Drew Brees.
Yeah. Who cares about QB velocity though?
If you
it's
can put
kind of a cool
accuracy
stat.
behind that velocity,
Well, it was just.
Oh,
a
I
fun
know.
fact.
I'm not taking a shot at you, but I'm saying like it's kind of funny because the combine is a hilarious time of the year when there's random stats like QB pass velocity that start pushing rookies up your
yeah,
board.
yep, that's definitely something that you want to be wary of.
Wary.
Again,
Wiry.
combine time is some stat like that PFF is going to put out some stupid stat, and you're really going to be higher on Levis because of how fast he throws the ball. We already knew that he has a strong arm. We already know that he can push the ball down the field. I don't think the velocity behind it is really going to matter that much when you put it on paper.
Yeah, I figured that. I figured that's who you were gunning for.
Yeah.
He was the obvious pick there. I was like scrolling through.
Sky
people.
Moore.
Sky.
I was going to take Sky.
Yeah, well, you took
13,
Lenny
11,
and
I
Ezekiel
autoed.
over Sky Moore because
I
you're a
autoed.
degenerate at fantasy football.
But
Well,
I thought it was
I
all
autoed.
right, Nathan. I thought it was not a big deal.
Well,
Yeah,
Zeke
you
was
said you were
fine.
fine with it.
Yeah, I was fine with the Zeke one. I didn't know I autoed. I was fine with the Zeke.
Dang,
pick.
Jameson
Good
Williams went in
pick
the
right
14th
there, Zach
round.
Williams in the 14th round.
No, bad pick. Bad.
Zach Williams. I
So
said Zach
Sky
Williams.
Moore and John Mechie were the two guys that I was gunning for, and I think are really good values here.
I had both
Where they're
of them
going in
queued.
the 14th round.
Thanks, Nathan. It's like we talk about Dynasty and agree.
All right. We are 10 picks away from our rookie draft, so make sure you're keeping an eye on the comment section. I'll copy that link and I'll paste it in. And the first come will also be the first served. How about that?
Shadrack says 64%
gosh.
adjusted completion percentage through 12 touchdowns and 2 interceptions his last 6 games.
Oh, we're
Anthony
not
Richardson.
talking down on AR.
No.
No, we're just saying.
Yeah.
The reason he's such a polarizing prospect is because he just broke the
Adjusted
combine.
completion percentage. Adjusted for what? You added 11% to it.
And no one as good at the combine has been as bad statistically in college as Anthony Richardson.
Yeah,
has been.
no. He was not good. Don't try to make excuse for him. He's very athletic. He's a freak.
Doesn't mean
it doesn't
he can't
change.
be
It doesn't
amazing
mean
in the NFL.
Yes, exactly.
It
It doesn't mean anything, it means something, but it doesn't mean that he's not going to be good. It just means that he was bad last year at passing football, and there's no way around it. Watch his film. Copy
That's why we
invite
have
link.
to trust the NFL.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's why we have to trust his draft.
But I
capital.
mean, it is notable.
All right,
Adjusted completion percentage gets rid of drops, throwaways,
Hey.
spikes, batted passes.
they're asking
Well, bad
us.
passes can be your.
They're
fault,
asking us
but
to grade the team, so let's take a look here.
I
Okay.
liked my team till I autoed at the end.
Yeah, you're a dweeb. I'm looking through. Tell us in the comments what your favorite team. I like the team with Justin Jefferson, Kyler Murray, Mark Andrews, Saquon, Debo, Jared Goff. That's a killer team. Fantasy Dave 21, you got a killer team there. Good job. I like Simon's team, honestly, because he got the rookie running backs. That's such a Jeremy team right there. Ugh, disgusts me.
shout
That's
out
nasty.
I
JC.
hate alternate viewpoints. And then I like the guy actually at the turn that got Dak, Chris McCaffrey, Kenneth Walker, George Kittle, Daniel Jones, Derrick Henry. That's a nice team.
You got
too.
some good receiver depth really down the line there, Avery.
tanks.
I
an
really
elite
really
tight
like
end.
the team with Jalen Hurts, fantasy dominator. It looks like Jalen Hurts, Austin Eckler, Aaron Jones, so 2 good producing running backs. Jalen Waddle, Jerry Jeudy, Christian Kirk, love that. Amari Cooper, Keenan Allen to pair up, and Travis Kelce, the tight end 1 right there. That's
All right.
a good team.
Here we go. Here comes the rookie draft link in 3, 2, 1. It is in the comments. Make sure you guys jump in. Make sure you guys jump in.
I'm doing my best.
Oh, I got to jump in too.
Yeah,
Yeah, you do.
you never sent it to me.
I didn't send it to Nathan.
or me?
I didn't send it to any of you.
Oh.
I'm sending it.
Oh, did I make it? I
Yep,
made
we all
it.
three made it.
Oh, look at that.
All right, jump in our rookie draft. We'll switch over to the camera real quick, and then we will jump into our 4-round rookie draft. We'll see how things have been changed by today. And, honestly, they deserve to be changed a little bit. I mean, things are different. So jump in our draft. Once we fill up, we're going to go ahead and start. Here we go. Take a look here. We've got 2 more spots, 1 more spot. And
okay, Avery.
All right. Yeah, well, it's not. I thought it was fill
wow,
out, and I'd
that
be able to.
was.
There we go. All right, here we go.
Wow, imagine if you
Like the video because I just did that. Do it right now. Like the video because we're doing 2 drafts right now.
I smell food.
Please. I know I'm getting hungry now.
Yep. I was really hungry before this too.
All right, who's gonna go with the 101 here? Will it be Anthony Richardson?
No, please don't. Not yet.
Dude, let's see. He's thinking about it. You can tell he's considering
Check
it.
with Enigma.
All right, here we go.
I'm gonna be boring here. I'm gonna stick with Bryce Young. The nice thing about Bryce Young, that is a good thing that we heard about today. Bryce Young is not 5'2", 110 pounds. He actually is 5'10", 204. So,
I took Anthony Richardson for the fun of it.
yeah.
I want people.
No, that's
Let us know.
chill.
Let us know what you think. I
I'm
love Stroud.
super
though.
cool with
I
that.
feel like oh, the draft sounds. No,
Oh, the draft sounds.
Avery, oh my gosh.
I turned him off.
No, it hurts.
It is. It's my pet.
You want to
peeve.
do this, Nathan?
Yes.
No, you don't, because
It
you
is
wouldn't know
gonna
what the
be-
crap you're doing. You're an Android user. You don't know anything about operating system.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is exactly why I keep telling people do not trade your 108 and your 109 because they're like, well, I don't really like Anthony Richardson and Jahmyr Gibbs, so I'm trading my 108 away. Just because you have it ranked to where your 8th favorite prospect is Anthony Richardson and your 9th is Jahmyr Gibbs does not mean other people will. Quentin Johnston just fell to the 108. That means in your league, there's a chance Quentin Johnston could fall to the 108.
Winston.
Or there's a chance Jackson Smith and
Quinton
Jigba
Johnson.
could fall to the 108. It does not matter what your rankings are. So don't trade your picks. Just stick with the
Good
value
gosh.
there.
Simon,
Crouton
if you go to
Johnson.
Colorado this summer,
Oh, shut
we're
up.
gonna miss so much of that.
Dang,
Okay.
just calling Simon on air
Yeah.
like that. Wow. Wow. Zach Charbonnet, who I'm hoping has a great day tomorrow at the combine
Zach
in day.
Charbonnet.
Charbonnet, Mayor at the 111. I got a couple guys. I'm excited about where I'm drafting right now. I've got a
I am
couple guys that
too.
I like
Yeah.
coming back.
Yeah.
I'm surprised one
Don't
guy's
you dare.
not gone yet.
Don't you
here.
dare, Nathan. Don't you dare.
Don't I dare what?
Don't
He's
take
going
my
to.
pick.
He's
He's going
going
to take
to.
my. There goes one of them.
Yeah.
Oh, they're not going to make
Are
it
you
back.
kidding me?
Oh, Nathan, you know who I'm going to take?
Yes, sir. I know who you're gonna take. Avery's gonna snipe you though.
No, he's not.
Dang it! We wanted Zay Flowers. DD, we're officially
Good
big
pick.
Zay
It's good
Flowers
pick.
guys.
It's a good
Oh.
pick.
Throw a like down on the like. We're 21 likes. You guys have to hit that thumb. Hit the thumb with your thumb.
At the 108, would you guys take the wide receivers over Charbonnet? I still would because looking at the data of wide receivers, Nathan, what is it like? 60% of rookie wide receivers gain value over their first year. Look at
Jeez,
there you
dude.
go. Look at even like John Mechie this last year or Jameson Williams, who did nothing, who like hardly one of them didn't even touch the field. They still gain in value. And yes, some of the rookie running backs did too. Even the bad ones like Damian Pierce and Brian Robinson, Tyler Algier, they gain value too.
Yeah, That's
Um,
definitely something common that we see, though. A lot of these running backs that don't have the draft capital that end up being replaced within a year or two do often gain value after their rookie year or during their rookie year because they do get in an opportunity where they can produce for a little bit. So I don't think we would ever say don't invest in those guys in rookie drafts in the running backs that don't have great draft capital because you can still ship them off later for more and you can get value for them because someone will be high on them even though they don't have good draft capital, so you can get out on them for more. So, if you have that chance in the 3rd round, we saw this with Damian Pierce last year, like just take him if you think that he even has a chance to be solid. Just take him and then ship him off later for a 23 first.
Zay Flowers a 101 contention now. All aboard the hype train. Absolutely not. And I know you're joking, but Zay Flowers is still someone. Wait, no. Is Boston College in the ACC? No.
I think
So there's still a
Yeah.
Power 5 school, but yeah, I don't know. We really really like Zay Flowers. Don't get me wrong, but
Yeah, they're in the
he's
ACC.
not going to jump over JSN And I'm gonna let landing spot and draft capital determine where I view him compared to QJ and Addison. So just remember 40 time for wide receivers does not really matter unless they're running a 4.68 or they're David Belling themselves or they're somehow running a 4.67. I don't know how Butte managed to do that, but
yeah. All right, our picks next coming up.
Good pick.
Who do we like? I'm gonna get sniped here. I should never pick next to Nathan. God, I swear,
Well,
dude.
there's
Come
lots of
on.
really good value left. This is what we mean. Everyone has been so down on the 23 class. Yes, there's not 5 roster changing guys that we know of right now. Like everyone was telling us a year ago, but there's some really, really good value in the early third. Cedric Tillman, Kendre Miller specifically are 2 guys who last year would have been going probably early second.
Yeah. I mean, that's why I'm so reluctant right now in these mocks to really shoot my shot on any of these running backs that I just don't know about, because they could easily jump up and a bunch of these could easily fall. I mean, Zach Evans could fall as far as the 4th round, but he could also go in the 2nd. So I mean, I would rather just go for one of those receivers whose measurables has been really promising at the combine.
Tomorrow's going to clear a lot of that up.
Yes,
though.
it will. Yep.
The sad thing is Zach Evans running? I don't think he
No,
is.
he's not.
Kendra Miller is also not running.
They're both waiting till their pro day, right? Because they were struggling with they're still dealing with
injury.
But pro day 23, pro day 40s just don't follow the same scale.
Pro day, schmo day.
40s are so important for running backs. Like, if they don't run a 40 at all going into the draft, I don't know how they could expect to get good draft capital.
Isn't that
so
what,
they're going to have to do
is that
it at
what
some
Spiller
point.
did?
If they do it at their pro day, I think that's just as significant as the combine. I don't think that really hurts them, just as long as they do their 40 at some point before the draft.
Yeah, but you gotta. I don't know if they're running their. See, like Isaiah Spiller ran a 4.69 and a 4.64 at his pro day. So you have to adjust their pro day speeds to what they would have been at the combine reasonably. So
yeah, absolutely. Varsity
it makes
Club,
it really
where are
hard.
you? Do not answer the Jamar Chase comment. He's trying to bait us into more Christian Watson talk. I'm about to put him in timeout. I can do that. I can put comments at people that comment in timeout.
4 first too much for T-Law?
Oh gosh.
I mean, if they're all 24 first, yes.
Yeah.
Because in a year you can pay 2 of those first.
You've got a 1/3 chance of one of those being Caleb Williams.
Yeah,
who's
exactly.
Come in and be, immediately at the turn. Like,
I mean, would you pay 4 random 23 firsts for Trevor Lawrence? One of those could end up being Anthony Richardson. One could be Bryce Young, and then one could be whoever Michael Mayer and Josh Downs.
If it's
like, oh shoot, I messed up.
If it's the 105, 108, 9, and 10, like.
All right.
I don't know. I don't even know if I do.
I wouldn't risk it.
It's the last round, last push, last like. Get down, hit the thumbs up. It supports the channel. It's free. We really appreciate it. And we don't sit here and talk about Christian Watson the whole time. So you should like us for that. And honestly, we're missing the combine, which, as everybody knows, is the most exciting event in the NFL. More exciting than the Super Bowl.
Last year it did feel like we went years without football. This year, it's flown by. Maybe it's because I've spent every single night studying for calculus.
The Super Bowl was only like 3 weeks ago, though.
Gosh, that's crazy. Only 3 weeks ago.
Or probably 4 weeks ago.
It was
3 weeks ago.
3 weeks ago, yeah.
Yeah. All right, who do I want with my last peek?
I do not. I'll say it once he goes.
Yeah, I know.
Part of it is because sleeper ADP is Buns right now.
I know. I know who it is.
Chicleo.
You know who I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Did I miss somebody?
No, but yes, you're right on that too.
Mm.
I was talking about Raheem Jarrett.
I wanted Raheem Jarrett.
I was talking about Raheem Jarrett.
I'll take Stetson in a super flex.
I don't see it with Raheem Jarrett. I just don't get it, and
Yeah,
I don't know why
upside.
he's valued so much higher. That I'm having to scroll super far down here for like 4 or 5 receivers that I prefer over Raheem Jarrett.
Yeah, I don't understand that.
I don't get it.
But it looks like people in our community are adjusting for that.
Yeah, I mean, fourth round at that point, it's
Shout out.
It's just shooting your shot.
I mean,
so.
4th round, as tiny
it's
as
pretty
Deuce Vaughn
valueless,
is, he's skilled. So same thing. You're just taking someone who
It doesn't matter at
who
that
flashes.
point.
Yeah. I think Puka Nacua is a great value in the 4th round.
Oh, is he not there?
I think he's moving up.
Oh, okay. Nathan. I was like,
yeah.
what the frick?
He's a guy in mocks that I'm gunning for every single 4th round right now.
Tank Dell's pretty much dead to me. He's
Yeah,
He's
he
tiny.
wasn't fast enough for the speed.
5'8", I think,
or for
which is
the
He
better
would've
than we
had-
thought.
size.
He would have had to have electric speed to
He's
be.
but he weighs 165.
What was his
pounds.
official time?
I don't know. I think it might have been a 4.5 flat.
Gosh, that's so bad. He would have had to run what Marvin Mims did when we expected Marvin Mims to be 5'8".
Yeah.
And he wasn't even close. So
Yep. Agree.
I think Marvin Mims might be the person who's helped their draft stock the most.
I
Coming
think you're
through
right
today,
there.
though.
Aside from Zay
Probably,
Flowers,
yeah.
Marvin
I think
Mims.
both
was
Yeah, but
probably-
everyone was already unquestionably in
yeah.
on Zay Flowers pretty much. Like he just put so much out there on film.
Yeah.
Marvin Mims had bigger size
How
worries.
much did he end up weighing again?
Mims?
Yes.
185, I think.
Gosh.
All right. We are wrapping up with the last 3 picks. So before we do jump off here in just a minute, if you got any more questions, drop them into the comments. We'll discuss any more questions you have. But also drop a like. We're sitting at 24 likes. It's a little bit of a lighter crowd today because I'm sure people are watching the combine. But make sure you like the video for us. We really appreciate it. And make sure you subscribe if you haven't. That also helps a ton. Wrapping up with the last 3 picks here. These are
One of them's gonna go on auto. So
the dart throws, obviously, in here. So
Yep.
Max Dugan just went. 1 auto.
I'd like to see Eric Gray go.
And
Tucker Craft.
Oh,
kicker. All right.
A veteran kicker.
That's
He's
pretty
drafting
funny.
a 24 first.
Yeah.
In the
Yeah.
24
All right, last
rookie
pick.
draft.
I think it has to be Eric Gray here. So
Yeah. Or maybe it's Evan
he,
Cole.
he already jumped off. So he's there. He is. I was gonna 4th pick him. Oh, I took Reed.
Yeah.
All right.
Ah,
Yeah,
All right,
it's okay.
there we go. We're coming back now. So again, we really appreciate you guys joining us. We'll be doing some other live streams as we continue to get deeper in the off season. We're going to try to do at least 1 a week. So we appreciate you watching. So make sure you like it. Make sure you subscribe to the channel as well. We've got videos coming out next week. We recorded a video today on 24 first and what you should be doing with them. And the other one was the top 12 wide receivers in Dynasty. And that includes one of these rookies. So make sure to tune in next week. And if you subscribe, you'll get those right away. On our locals page, you can find our rankings, our ADP data, things like that. All of the exclusive articles that we're releasing pre-draft. Listener leagues, there are still some spots in our listener leagues if you want to play in leagues with us. So go over to our locals page. It's in the description of this video if you want to do that as well. That's where all of our exclusive content is. Thank you guys for watching so much. As always, we love doing these live streams with you. We'll try to keep doing them. We appreciate you all, and we'll